Hello everybody on YouTube, Thrift School over here, coming at you with a tip. She doesn't want to hear it. Coming at you with the tips and tricks type video. Basically, I'm going to give you guys some pointers on how you can get better deals at pawn shops and thrift shops. I have a very relevant story, so I'm going to hop right into it. I was at a thrift store looking through all their CDs, and I noticed they had a whole bunch of the same CD. I actually just sent them off to Amazon this morning, so I do not have them. They had 20 of these exact same CD. And so I put about 5 in my cart. I walked up, or my basket, I was filling it up with a bunch of other things also, and I walked up to the counter and I asked the lady, I would like to buy all of your CDs. And she asked me why. And I said, well, I resell on Amazon, and I notice you have 20 of the same CDs sitting back there on the shelf. If I take them all, can you give me a better deal? Now, they were pricing these CDs at $2.25 a piece, which isn't horrible, but it wasn't the best. I didn't really want to buy them all at that price. So we were able to come up with an agreement to $1 a piece on these CDs. And now these CDs are selling on Amazon for a low price of around $29 with no FBA sellers. I believe I just priced mine at $34.99. So that was pretty awesome right there. Like I said, I got 20 of them. The rank is all right. We'll see what happens there. Of course, I'll be updating you guys, but it got me thinking how I try to get deals pretty much everywhere I go, and if you are not trying to get these deals everywhere you go, then you're really missing out on, money savings, really. And I'd like to try and do these deals and save money because everybody makes mistakes. And I have a few mistakes right down here. Not necessarily mistakes, some of them are, but some are just things I have to look into further. So this guy right here is a kind of calibration system for CRT monitors. And now they wanted $10 for this at a local thrift store. It's hard to bargain at Goodwill. Sometimes you can, but at local thrift stores you definitely can. They wanted $10 for this, and I looked through it and I said, hey, I'll give you $5. I really don't want to spend 10. And he's like, oh, I don't think I can do that. I'm like, well, I mean, I know I've seen it sitting here before, and actually I'd never seen it before. I think it was pretty new. But you just have to, throw out these things to kind of get them to think about it. So I said, I know I've seen this sitting here for a little while, and I'd be willing to spend $5 on it. If not, whatever, I'll just leave it here. And he goes, okay, yeah, $5, let's get it out of here. So for $5, I got it, brought it home, thought I was gonna sell it for around 40. Turns out it's missing a CD, and I didn't know it was supposed to come with 3 CDs. I only saw 2 in here, and I figured, yep, that's good. I couldn't find any pictures of the CDs online. It didn't say in the Amazon description, but then I saw another seller when I got home who has a picture of the whole setup, which is great to look for on your phone if you're getting a box set with a bunch of different things in it. And he had a picture of 3 CDs along with all the other components. So I was like, man, I can't believe I just I wasted $5 right here. But we're going to look into it further. Maybe I could get the CD by itself somehow on eBay for a couple bucks and still make some money. So I'm glad I was able to cut that price down in half. Next, we have this CD. I actually got this when I picked up the whole lot of 20. And it turns out CDs I kind of have an issue with. This guy, I scanned him in. He was coming in at over $30. I was like, wow, this is great. Brought it home, and then I noticed that the picture was different than this picture. And I was, looking at it. Everything looked good. I was trying to figure it out. And then I noticed that there was another barcode inside, so I tried scanning that. Nope, same thing came up. And then I noticed, upon further inspection, it says Compact Disc 3 right there. And on the back, it says it has these songs on it. But this came in a package of 3 CDs. It was a collection, a Jethro Tull collection. But yet, when you scan one of the individual CDs, it still comes up as the full price. So I messed up there. I paid $2.25 for it, so that's $2.25 wasted. So when you make these deals, it helps you in the long run because right here now we're looking at $2.25 plus 5. We're looking at $7.25 wasted. So I'm glad I was able to work out some deals on certain things. But another thing that I was thinking about was pawn shops. Pawn shops they can be tricky for negotiations. Sometimes you don't want to be pulling your phone out and just scanning things right in front of them, being like, okay, this movie's or this video game's going for a 28 on Amazon. They're asking 20. You're looking right at it, right in front of them, and you say, hey, you know what? Can I get this for $13? And they're like, oh, are you gonna sell that online? And I've had that happen to me a few times. So you learn to be a little sneaky when you are picking things up in pawn shops. Some places don't care. Some places want to get rid of stuff. I've actually been to a few where they know I resell, and I walk right in, I get a whole thing, and we just negotiate. And they like it, they move a lot of inventory, and it's fun. But at pawn shops, what you want to do, I know people talk about this online all the time, I just want to reiterate, you want to bundle. Like how I said, you grab a whole bunch of things at once, and you set it all on the table. Let's say this was $10, this was $10, and this was $10. $30 total, but now you could try to get it for 20. Maybe buy two, get one free. If they say no to that, odds are they're going to drop it $5 to 25. Now you're already saving, that $5. That's great. But now throw in a couple more things. Maybe say, at 25, can you throw in that? And try and get something cheap that's up on the shelf. Maybe a video game that they're selling for $5 and is only worth about $7 online. But then that was a free throw-in. And that's awesome. And then all of a sudden you just have an extra $7 profit right there. You're happy, you got all three things, and I do that all the time. I'm trying to think of a few other things. I just was kind of spitballing here. This is a freestyle video. I want to do more videos like this where you can minimize the YouTube tab if you're working on Amazon or eBay. I like to listen to videos without always having to watch things. People will do live hauls or live garage sale pickups, but I want to start making some videos where I can just speak. You can learn some things. And almost like a podcast, but not really. And you can just learn these things, work on Amazon and eBay, get some stuff done. Now you know a few extra tips, I guess, about haggling for prices and how to get some better deals. Definitely bundle. Bundling works at thrift stores too. Goodwills you could bundle at sometimes. If they have 20 of the same item, you could sometimes get it for half cost. And I've done that as well. So give that a shot. Don't be afraid to ask next time. Worst they can say is no. Don't be afraid to ask. I ask every single time. I walk into thrift store. I walked into a Goodwill today, and I was going to buy a Wii. It was $35. I probably should have bought it now that I think about it. It came with 2 Wii remotes, 2 nunchucks. So right then and there, I could have sold the Wii remotes for almost the money back, and then the Wii itself could have sold. But it really wasn't a good deal. It was missing the Wii sensor bar. And I didn't want to have to buy a whole nother one though, so I asked if I could get it for $30. I was like, hey, can I get the Wii for $30? It's missing the sensor bar. And they said, oh no, we can't do it here. And that was no big deal. Done. Easy. And then I ended up walking around and finding a bunch of other things that were worth money. But until next time, guys, this is Thrift School. Please like, comment, subscribe. I want to get rid of all this stuff behind me because it looks atrocious in these videos. So there's that. I'm going to be working on that today. I picked up a few things that I got to get listed on eBay, some clothing, and if you guys have any cool stories or any tips and tricks on how to save some money, put that in the comments below. I'd love to know some of your guys' tricks, and I'm sure other people would love to read it. Alright guys, see ya.